one of our family's absolute favorites, especially in springtime when we buy and bring home so many artichokes and baby artichokes. My mom especially loves these. They're stuffed cutlets. So you start with veal scallopini, pork cutlets, or chicken cutlets, pound them very, very thin. And here's how she goes. For each 2 cutlets, I've seasoned them with salt and pepper. I take a little bit of milk. I beat a little milk into the eggs when we make our breading station as well, but I'm gonna use the milk to help seal our cutlets. And then I'm gonna fill them with fontina or grana padano cheese, grated Italian cheese. My mom loves fontina valdosta. My husband loves grana padano. I am an equal opportunity cheese eater. So lucky me, I can have both. And then we add a little bit of sage. Sage is beautiful with the fontina especially, I find. So a little bit of sage, and then we tuck in a little bit of artichoke heart or baby artichoke. These are just defrosted frozen artichoke hearts that I've chopped up here. And then you top that with prosciutto cotto or cooked ham. A little bit of ham. I know, right? And you see how you leave a border around the edge there? That's so you can seal the deal, right? And you just press it down and you end up with a stuffed cutlet. You can do these. You can even do these a day before and let them set and chill up in your fridge, and they'll be even sturdier the next day when you go to make your breading station. So here we have our standard operating procedure for breading, right? Flour, egg, which I beat with a little bit of milk, and breadcrumb. I usually put a little Parmigiano Reggiano into the breadcrumbs, gives them an extra super dark crust, and it's, of course, nice and salty and crisp. But because this is stuffed with cheese, instead, I used lemon zest, which gives it a nice bright flavor. And we're gonna serve the dish with lemon wedges to squeeze down over the top. And I also season it with a little bit of nutmeg. So you know the deal at this point, right? We pass it gently through the flour, shake off your excess, pass it through the egg, and then into our breadcrumbs. You're going to cook this in a shallow layer of olive oil or vegetable oil, canola oil, safflower oil, peanut oil. You just want an oil that's light in color. So you don't want EVOO, you just want OO, right? If it's light in color, then it'll have a higher cooking temp for you. So you want to heat oil that you can see through in the largest skillet you've got. I've got mine preheating over there. When the oil ripples and just begins to smoke between medium and medium-high heat, you're ready to cook your cutlets. These are big boys, so I'm gonna cook 2 at a time. These cutlets are so big and beautiful. We use kind of a 2 spatula method. See how much easier it is if you have the second spatula to help you? It just helps you turn them so much easier than chasing them around the pan and getting hot oil all over yourself or your clothes, right? Now, when I put cutlets in the oven, stuffed or just an eggplant cutlet or chicken cutlet, I always put a wire rack in there so that the heat can circulate. If you put the cutlet directly on to your baking sheet, the bottom of the cutlet will get sweaty. It'll trap all the heat, and you can lose your breading on the back side of the cutlets if you leave them in the oven too long and they get too wet on the bottom. So if you put it up on the rack, then the heat circulates and they stay crispy all over. These guys are just perfect. I'm gonna get them out, let them drain, and keep them warm in a hot oven. If I put my oven on what it says is warm, it's only about 175. I keep mine at about 225, I find for cutlets, keeps them nice and extra crispy. So pop these into a fairly low oven, stay warm and crisp. And I'll show you probably, I would say, our family's go-to salad dressing. Just a quick Dijon vinaigrette that we make all the time. I start with a little bit of grated onion or grated shallot. My mom always did this when I was a girl. And that little bit of onion juice or shallot juice really gives you an extra layer of flavor in your salad dressing that I think is extraordinary. So a little bit of grated shallot or onion. A couple tablespoons at the bottom of the salad bowl. Looks good. Of course, please, I'm half Italian, garlic and everything. Little garlic, big fat clove of garlic, and then a little Dijon. Bloop. Throw in a little bit of fresh thyme. Nice and citrusy. Salt and pepper, of course, in your salad dressing. And then for a little natural sweetness, acacia honey, light in color honey. Nice fat drizzle of honey. And then we like a combo of both white wine or white balsamic vinegar, fat splash, and a little citrus action. The juice of a half a lemon. And then we emulsify our dressing by whisking in about 3 times more olive oil than you used acid. So if you use 2 tablespoons of vinegar or lemon juice or a combination of the two, you want 6 tablespoons approximately of your olive oil or whatever oil you're using for your salad dressing. I'm going to chop up a combination of romaine, arugula, and radicchio for a 3-color salad. When we come back, we'll toss this, grab the cutlets, and I'll plate it up. So these adorable cutlets have a really cool surprise inside. Each one is stuffed with ham, cheese, artichokes. Put away. I didn't put away. They stole my double spatulas, and I can't get these off. They're stuffed with ham and cheese and sage. Oh, so delicious. And chopped up artichoke hearts, or equally delicious with spinach, or you could go crazy and use spinach and artichokes and cheese and ham. So, here, I'll cut this open so you can see. Look at all that good stuff waiting on the inside. What? Right? Douse it with a little lemon, serve an extra lemon on the side, and then a simple salad, arugula, gem romaine, radicchio in our lemon dressing with Dijon and honey. How good does that look?